Wow. Hi everyone, it's One Hit Wonders. Welcome to USgamer's bi-weekly show in which various staff members attempt to play video games and not take a single hit. This week we're playing Life Force, or as the title screen you just saw says, Salamander. It's exactly the same game. Salamander is the Japanese version. I'm playing it because it has a cool blue transparent cartridge. This makes no difference whatsoever to the video, it's just me being pretentious, I guess. I don't know, I paid money for this cartridge, so I feel like I need to use it. Get some mileage out of it. Anyway, so, let's see. Life Force is a 1987-88 Konami shoot 'em up. It's the sequel, a sequel to Gradius. It's not the sequel to Gradius, that was Gradius 2, which never came to the US for various reasons. But we did get this game, Life Force, and it's pretty great. It's a really solid shoot 'em up. The side-scrolling sequences here look pretty much exactly like Gradius. It even has the same Gradius power-up system with the power bars and the icons that you pick up, and the upgrades you can select. However, in alternating stages, you get a top-down view, which is really pretty different for the entire series, the franchise, the Gradius franchise, really, and helps set the game apart. There's a pretty interesting history to this game. It's very complicated, and I won't even try to go into it because I will get it wrong, and that would be sad. But basically, this has been released under a few different names, with a few different mechanics and systems in place. For my money, the NES version is definitely the best. The arcade version had kind of a weird power-up system, and the arcade game called Life Force had kind of like a weird, gross bioorganic graphical style to it, which I wasn't really a big fan of. Anyway, this still kind of carries that forward, but it's not quite so over the top like Abadox. Anyway, let me see if I can say something interesting about this while I try to play it. I used to be really good at this game, to the point that I beat it a few times back in the day without dying. I can no longer do that, and even back then when I beat it without dying, I still, I used the force field power-up, which made me briefly invincible to enemy attacks. So I've never done a one-hit run through this game, and I'm certainly not going to make this my first attempt, my first official completion of a one-hit run through. But I am getting further in this run than I have in any attempt to date. This is my third recorded attempt, so let's see how far along I can get. Oh man, I think I'm at the boss. There's probably something I'm going to do here that's going to screw it up. Maybe not. Am I forgetting about something stupid? No, I guess not. Okay, so here we are at the boss. I would say he's going to be really easy with the power-up scheme that I have right now, but that's the kind of hubris that ends up killing you, so here's hoping that I can actually finish off this guy without screwing up really bad. But still, I made it to the boss without taking a hit. That's pretty great. This guy has the little arms that have been appearing throughout the stage, but this doesn't have the little orange pieces, so I can't blow them off, which is very unfortunate. But there we go. The weak point has opened up, and yeah, 3 options and lasers. Makes pretty quick work of them. Actually, you know what? If I'm not mistaken, maybe the US version doesn't let you have 3 options, so maybe I'm kind of cheating here. Maybe I'm taking an unfair advantage over my peers, in which case I apologize. That was never my intention. I'm not trying to be a bastard. I really need to look that up, but it's possible that I'm being an unfair chump, and I apologize for that ahead. The Japanese version, I think, uses the VRC2 microprocessor. Konami did that thing back in the day on the NES where They made their own chips for Famicom, something that was not possible in the US because Nintendo wouldn't allow it, but also because the NES lacked the extra pins in its cartridge port. So the special cartridges that were released in Japan wouldn't work in America. So they managed to cram this, this custom hardware chip game into a standard NES cart. There we go. Yep, Volcano got me. Anyway, so that was it. That was my run at Life Force. How far did I make it? I made it to the first volcano in Stage 2. Actually, second volcano. But anyway, that was it for me. I guess you don't get to hear my lesson on Konami chips after all. Anyway, that's my run, so let's see who's up next and how well they can do.
Hello everybody, Nadia Oxford here, and today we are playing Life Force by Konami for our one-hit wonder. And playing this game in practice has taught me many things about why God invented the Konami code. You'll notice I'm not supplying the usual amount of witty banter, because I'm terrible at this game. I didn't play it very much as a kid, kind of like it's probably the same tune you heard when I played Ninja Gaiden last time, and it applies here too. I guess my childhood was a little more deprived than I thought it was. What a shame. But you know what? We're gonna do our darn best here. That's a major problem area for me, so at least we got past that. Now let's continue to shoot things. In the name of Life Force. Get rid of these flying nipple jester hats. Now, strangely enough, one game that I am very familiar with that plays quite a bit like Life Force is Cooperative Triangle. Kind of has the same, select your upgrade system going on, and if you die, you lose it. That is, you lose all the upgrades you've achieved to that point. So I'm not unfamiliar with the mechanics, I'm just not comfortable with them in a Life Force sense. Yes, that was another problem area. And here comes the third problem area. I actually tried this a little bit with the ripple shot before. Didn't help as much as I thought it was going to. So, well, that's the end of that. That's another short showing from me. I'm sure everyone else is going to blitz me. But I'll tell you what, someday my Mega Man return is coming, and then I'll be the king. At least, or the queen. Yeah, or at least until someone shows me up there, or we play Mega Man 2, which I'm not very good at. 3 is my game. Okay, well, see you guys next time. Hope you had fun.
Alright, last time. This is it.
See what we can do.
I'm Kat Bailey.
I'm Jazz Rignall.
And we are going to be attempting a one-hit wonder run on Life Force, which is, I don't know, like a spin-off of the original Gradius, I guess. I really like Gradius myself. This is my first experience with Life Force. Is this your first experience with Life Force, Jazz?
No, I played this quite a lot in the arcades, and I probably reviewed it back in the day. I don't remember doing that.
But you reviewed everything, so... The thing that I find amazing, I think the coolest thing about your career, Jazz, by the way, just as an aside, is the fact that you got in on your pure skills, because you got hired in part because you were like the champion defender player in England, right?
That's right. Yeah, I won the arcade championships in way back in 1983. There was a national championships I won through Computer and Video Games magazine, and so I got.
Get ready to run through here. Run! Ah!
Oh no! Too too busy yakking and not enough avoiding things. Alright, that's me
It's
done.
almost as if... are you dead already?
Yeah, I got hit by the tentacles.
It's almost as if this game's really cheap, and you have to, like, be completely on point and have a lot of the traps memorized in the first level. In fact, I actually really don't like the first level in this game, because when you come in, there's so many parts in the game where, like, you can get trapped and not be able to escape.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit cheap. I'm sure the arcade game was a little bit easier than this. I don't remember struggling as much as I did just then with the arcade game.
Maybe the NES game is just cheaper. I remember Jeremy saying that this game is actually relatively easy compared to Gradius. And I think my own experiences kind of line up because, man, I had the PSP Gradius collection, and I could never get very far in that game. But I really loved them. I mean, they were a lot of fun games, but I wasn't good enough to... Wow, sorry. I was just totally gritting my teeth right there because I was like, oh god, please kill that thing right there. But I got him, so it's okay. Alright, don't get psyched out here. Don't get psyched out. Okay, I'm good.
Well done.
Thank you. Now this part's kind of tricky too. See, I just have to like fly under here. I almost totally ran into the floor and that would have been embarrassing. And then you want to stay ahead of that thing because it's totally going to come out from behind you. Like, the scrolling in this level is like kind of your worst enemy. By the way, it's kind of BS, if you don't mind me saying, that it won't let you just come right back in.
Yes, I suppose they did that to make the game challenging. So you couldn't cheese it with unlimited continues.
Alright, so here's the first boss. Shoot the core.
Yes.
No problem right here. Though, it's quite possible to get psyched out. So what you want to do is you want to go into the bottom left and avoid its little tentacles. And once it starts moving towards you is when you want to go. And then you kind of just guide it around. And then shoot the eye.
Yes, in the arcade game it actually told you to shoot it in the eye.
Shoot the core! Come on. Yeah!
Well done.
Level 2. Should let you come back now.
Well, we'll see if it does or not, but I bet it doesn't. Nope.
Nope. Alright, this is the extent that I've managed to get to at this point. The furthest I've ever gotten is level 2 boss without getting hit, so we'll see how this goes. But I feel okay because I actually made it to level 2. I didn't have to give up. Alright. Sorry, Jazz.
That's okay. Just one of those runs that didn't quite work out.
Yeah. Well, oh no, I accidentally got rid of my ripple.
This is pretty good on this level.
I suppose, yeah. But pretty soon there are going to be like rocks and boulders coming up. And those can be pretty tough to deal with without the ripple. So, I'm a little nervous here. Okay, so I just got the faster laser. Whoa. This is a little more of a traditional shooter right here. Here are the boulders. You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely.
It's not as much dodging around. See the boulders. Those darn boulders.
Meatballs.
That's exactly what they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I've been Cat Bailey.
And I've been Jazz Rignall for a very short amount of time.
And we managed to get to level 2 together, though unfortunately it kicked out Jazz. So our little co-op adventure didn't go super well.
Not so well.
But we did our best. Anyway, thanks again, as usual, for tuning into One Hit Wonders. And we'll be seeing you again for the next game.
Cheers.